Okay, so I think I finally got my tank established. There's not a whole lot going on in there. Those are my two platies, Sunburst platy and Red Wag platy. The little babies you see in there are Red Wag mixed with Velvet Swordtail, I believe he's called. He died. My two girls are left, and I've got about 8 little babies in here that survived. Right after she had them, I picked all the ones out. Sorry for the focusing issues. Picked all the ones out that I saw and put them over here in this little thing I have going on. And along with the guppy fly that I got from the guppy before she passed away. We lost quite a few fish trying to establish the tank. I was such a noob. I still am such a noob. I didn't know anything about it. I thought you bought the fish, stuck them in a tank, make sure to feed them and change your water every once in a while. I had no idea that you have to test the water, the pH, the ammonia, the nitrates and nitrites, and hardness, and whether it's acidic or alkaline. We've just been buying stuff for the fish like crazy to try to get them to where we need them to be. Whoever said that fish are not pets has obviously never cared for a fish, because you know, it went from being $1.24 for a fish to costing over $100 now. We've spent on trying to get this tank where it needs to be, so that the fish will be happy and healthy, and so I'll be happy with them. I just wanted some fish so I could watch them and relax, watch them swim around. I love watching them, but when they're not doing well, when the water's not right, and when your fish are getting sick and dying, it's a very depressing and frustrating situation. So I just started them, or actually I'm almost finished with their 7-day treatment for bacterial and fungal infections. We had some issues with a couple of fish, like I said, that we lost, and after speaking to quite a few breeders and sellers and things, they recommended those, and so far it's doing great. The fish have started to get their colors back because they were fading. She was a lot darker when I first got her, and then her tail was completely black, but after about a day or two in the tank, her fins started losing all color. Now it's starting to come back, so she's looking good. Anyway, I've got some plants going on here. I think this is, I want to say it's Amazon sword right there. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I'm not positive. It's some kind of sword. It might be Amazon sword. And then nestled in there is some water wisteria. It's doing okay. The Amazon sword, there's a leaf back there in the right corner of the plant that's turning brown and dying. I've got some, I think it's micro sword here. I'm still not sure how that's gonna do yet. And it doesn't seem to be growing any, that's for sure. And then in the back right corner of the tank over there, this thing, it took forever to sprout, but once it sprouted, man, it just took off. This little middle shoot that's going, well, there's 2 of them now, but there was one. It started off, you know, at the base, and then before the first day was over, it was all the way up, halfway up the filter thing there. And by the next day, it was all the way up at the top of the tank. Now there's some sort of flower thing happening with it. So that plant seems to be happy, I guess. Either that or it's not getting its light, I don't know. Anyway, and in this tank with these little babies, I honestly did not think they were going to survive. There's no heat in here, there's no filtration system, there is an air bubbler. And I have a bulb there that is for a water lily. that is finally started sending out some leaves and some roots. And then I've got a piece of my pothos, I think that is. Is it pothos or the other one? I can't remember, but that's rooting in here. And then I've also got some, not sure what it's called. Let me see, that stuff that I actually picked out of my yard, and in one of my other videos, y'all may remember, I had it in a little jar to see what would happen. And the first, it looked like it was dying, but then it started producing new pads, and its roots are just going crazy in here. And I honestly think that's why these fish are surviving in here. All these plants they have in here, I think it helps them. Now these babies in here, let me see if I can get this little platy here. This little baby right here is exactly the same age as the platies in the other tank, and I know you won't be able to tell from this video, but these are so much smaller in this tank than they are in this tank. And that is, I think, for two reasons. One is, in this main tank there's a heater and a lot more space, whereas in this one I've only got about 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons of water. Might be 3 gallons of water in here, but there are about 20 little fry in here, and it's cold water. Like I said, there's no heater, so they're not growing nearly as fast. Like these guppies are probably going on 2 months old, and they're not, I mean, they're almost the same size as these platies in here that are only 2 weeks old. So anyway, someone said that when I got my fish tank established, I think it was Lucas's stuff, that he'd like to see a video of it. I do have a ghost shrimp in here somewhere, but I'm having trouble seeing him, so I'm sure you guys won't be able to see him. And I've been really tempted to buy, they have these two fish. One's called a silver lyre-tail or lyre-tail molly, and one is a creamsicle lyre-tail molly. They are so beautiful. And I've been really tempted to buy them, but I think I am going to restrain myself and just keep this as a platy tank. I haven't even decided if I'm going to be moving these guys over. I am contemplating, when I get a job, getting another 10-gallon tank for these guys, and just keeping this kind of as my quarantine tank or nursery or whatever I can do. Alright, I'm making this video way too long. Did not intend on this, but I did want to share that with you guys. I hope you're doing well. I can't promise that I'll be putting out a whole lot of videos right now, but I am going to try. I picked up some coins and a couple knives Eric got for us. I'd like to show you those, but it may be a little while before I get back into the groove of making videos as frequently as I used to. But I hope you guys will stick it out with me. I'm still watching your videos, and I guess I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.